Hello everyone and welcome back to the Salino channel. Something that's been floating in the back of my head recently is what's going to happen to Jurassic World Evolution 2 once the Dominion DLC comes out. And for those of you who aren't aware, we should be expecting to see some sort of Dominion DLC within the next month because that is when the movie comes out. So for those of you who haven't already guessed, in today's video we'll be looking at what will happen to Jurassic World Evolution 2 in the near future. And as always, if you do go on to enjoy today's video, please do consider subscribing. And for today's video, if we can hit, I'm going to be ambitious yet again and say 35 likes, I will continue to keep up the daily posting. And also, just wanted to say a massive thank you for all the support on the recent videos. I've been back for not even a week and we're doing pretty crazy numbers considering I haven't been back for a long time. So thanks for the support, it really does mean a lot to me. But with that being said, let's get into the video. So for those of you that aren't aware, I have been following the Jurassic World Evolution franchise for a fair few years, quite literally since the start. I used to have an old channel which I'm not going to reveal because it is extremely cheesy and I do, value my dignity to some extent. So yeah, Jurassic World Evolution and Jurassic World Evolution 2, they've both played a pretty large role in my YouTube career, as evident by the channel. And in my 5 years of Jurassic World evolutioning, one thing I've, noticed quite heavily is how Frontier generally handle DLCs. And already in Jurassic World Evolution 2, we're starting to see something similar to Jurassic World Evolution 1, where we get the occasional maintenance update, very, very rare content update as in, decorations, etc, etc. But most similarly, the way they sort of release DLCs. If I do recall correctly, in Jurassic World Evolution 1, we'd get a DLC, every 2 to 5 months? And that was on a good year. There was some points where we didn't get anything, not even, the tweets of what dinosaur is this, or guess the pattern, stuff like that. We didn't get that. It was quite literally dead silent from Frontier in regards to Jurassic World Evolution. And considering my channel is heavily Jurassic World Evolution based and there's only so many park builds you can do on an Xbox, I do dearly hope that that doesn't happen again. And it did quite literally get to the point where Frontier were releasing it for free because the only thing keeping the hype alive was mods. So in terms of how this is relevant to Jurassic World Evolution 2's future, well, Frontier, they're a big company. They don't really need to be reliant on stuff like the community to keep their game alive. And this is something I did discuss with some of you guys in the Jurassic World Evolution 2 and Prehistoric Kingdom video. And that's the thing with Jurassic World Evolution 2. DLCs are so spontaneous and random, I guess you could say. Whereas with Prehistoric Kingdom, their game is heavily community based because, Frontier are quite literally sponsored by Universal to make Jurassic World Evolution 2. Prehistoric Kingdom is sort of freestyling and just hoping that the community likes their game. But yeah, in terms of content for Jurassic World Evolution 2 in the future, I would definitely love to see, what they did with that random decoration drop. Something of that aspect would definitely be really cool. I don't know about you lot, but I personally really do like decorating my parks and going in detail. And I don't have access to Prehistoric Kingdom, so I'm heavily reliant on getting that sort of entertainment spiral, if you will, from Jurassic World Evolution 2. And considering at times decorations for certain builds is so limited, it does get difficult. And my point I'm making here is, Frontier, if you're watching, hey Rich Newbold, I just want to see more content drops that don't cost you money. You can see the reaction the community gave, and it was for the most part extremely positive. Everyone liked it because it was quite a big update for what it was, and it was free. And that's a big problem I have with Jurassic World Evolution 2, is that so much of the content costs you money other than the base game that it does just get, quite frankly, ridiculous at some points. And that's not to entirely strip Frontier off of their you're not allowed to make money from this game rights. I do see in some aspects how, you need to make money and you need to make your game profitable, but I've almost spent £100 on this game and it's not even 1 year in. Like, that just doesn't sit right with me, knowing that the only content we've got for free is decorations, and that's because we demanded it so much. And again, this isn't me at all saying you're not allowed to have DLCs that cost money. I mean, why would you make a DLC that's free? But I feel like there's so much more that Frontier could do to get the right side of the community. I feel like, it's cool having 80 dinosaurs in a base game, but when every 2 months, when your game slowly starts to die, you're not releasing free content to keep your community, enjoying the game as much as they should be, and instead you're charging more money for a DLC, I feel like there's certainly better ways they could approach it. So of course, assuming that the entire Frontier leading team sees this video, what I'm saying is what's next for Jurassic World Evolution 2 is hopefully more free content and of course DLCs, but that sort of goes without saying. That is all for today's video though. If you have enjoyed or have agreed with my points, do please consider liking and subscribing, as it does really help my channel. If you do disagree, feel free to debate with me in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I do hope to see you in the next one.